never hear a situation where a woman is complaining the man is not letting a woman be a woman. It just doesn't happen because we're okay with you being in your femininity, but be okay with the man being in that masculinity.
We bouncing. All right, here we go.
What's up, Hustle Gang? We're back with another episode. This time we got a quick question though. Ladies, what do you think a provider is? We're gonna get to that and figure it out. So let's watch this video and then we're gonna come back for a discussion.
Provision is not money. Provision is infrastructure. If a man has the ability, the mind, the mental sharpness, and the fortitude to come into your life and provide real infrastructure, then he is a provider. There are seasons in a person's life where they 50 might not look like half the bills, but if he shows up in other ways to supplement and make it make sense, you got to understand that. And I'm sorry, ladies, I'm not sending this as a shot to discourage you, sending it as a shot to wake up. If the only thing you know of provision is a paycheck, then you know nothing of it. If that's what you think a man being a provider is, you have no clue what a real provider is supposed to do. That's why so many kept women are lonely.
Well, damn.
Hey,
No chill. What you got?
hey, man, look, hot fire, hot fire. You know, homie spit fire over there, man. A lot of times, as men, we lower ourselves to think like all we are is a paycheck. We're just the bank, and that's how women treat us, husbands. I mean, wives treat us. It's sort of like, hey, you're a paycheck, you're a provider. Go to work, pay the bill, do this. But in a sense, the man is the infrastructure. He provides the order of the home. And I know sometimes it's hard for women to think a man leading and having control of the home because contrary to belief, the woman is running the home or whatever, of course they're the backbone to take care of the ancillary things for the home, right? But when it comes down to it, the man is the lead of the home. Once the man leaves, it's a void there. You never see it once he's gone. Once he's gone, now that void is there. It's like, oh, wow, he was doing a lot of things that provided structure in my life, the kids' life, and the family home to where it can't be quantified into just numbers in a sense. So we're much more as men, but a lot of times, especially uh, us men, think we are is a paycheck. So once we're not making as much and we're not quite financially there, we feel less of a man. I'm like, shit, man. Like, damn, I can't do X. Like, I ain't got the money. Like, I'm not a man. No, you're much more because you're still that infrastructure. Your dollars and cents may not add up, but your presence and what you bring to the home speaks volumes and is much more valuable than the check.
I definitely agree with where you're going for. Where you're going with that. The man essentially establishes law and order for the home. That's one of the provisions he establishes. It's not just a paycheck. There's multiple facets when it comes to being a provider, and then he also provides resources. What the woman does is, with the man, they administer the home.
Hey, hey,
You know what I mean? She
I like
administers
that.
the
I
home
like that.
because
Nice.
the man provides the resources, establish law and order. He inputs the infrastructure because, in a sense, he more likely than not, the man buys the home, the physical home, and then the woman is the one that turns a house into a home, as they say. She administers the home, administers the children, make sure everything runs pretty smoothly. But you must incorporate that man. That man must have say so, and he is the leader, and he is the one that makes final decisions. He doesn't make all the decisions because a woman shouldn't need to have to go to a man for every single decision that need to be made. Goddamn, you gotta be able to make some decisions on your own. But those big decisions that may impact and affect the family on a significant level, yes, consult the man. The man's gonna make the decisions on there. But bringing it back to being a provider and provisions and things of that nature, at times that's what men are looked at, just the paycheck. And I don't think can't put the blame solely on women for having that view when there's men out there that lead with their paycheck. They lead with the
True.
money. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean? So I mean, then you create this narrative and this persona that this is who you are. Hey, I'm gonna take care of everything, and because of that, the women doesn't have no appreciation for what the things you do. Just look at you as someone who just provides through your money. You don't give her any other sense of security. You don't provide any other provisions or anything of that nature. So why would she then think otherwise? But to look at you as a meal ticket, a paycheck. That's what I mean. So that's my thoughts on it, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. The combination of the man and the woman is very powerful. Because it's a yang and a yang, right? So I think more women need to listen to their man, and vice versa. Man needs to listen to their women too, right? But in certain areas where the man has, a gift and lead in that way, and in certain areas where a woman has a gift and can lead in other ways too. So as far as the logical aspect, the man, it's like women is in her career is trying to figure things out, or often than not, the woman is very emotional. They're thinking about this. They got so many balls moving. It's like I don't know.
They got a lot of balls moving.
Hey, pause, pause, pause.
You
So
don't need a pause for the women. They got a lot of balls moving.
you you know, behind the gun.
Oh my bad. I didn't mean to throw you off. Go ahead.
Nah, so that's what a man comes in and say, look, this is the direction you should. This is what you should choose. This is where you go. Instead of women like, I trust in my man. I picked him. He's my husband. He is it. I believe he's gonna lead me in the right direction. Right? What they would do, okay, do the opposite. All right. And what happens is that kills the
uh,
man is they'll listen to a random person, a coworker, they're like, oh, this person said such profound things to me. Like, oh, what they say? Verbatim what you said weeks and months ago. You're like, what the hell? Like, are you kidding me? Like at the end of the day, at the end of the day, women, if you just listen to your man, because if you can't listen to him, then you don't need to be with him. If you don't believe he's going to lead you in the right direction, if you don't believe he has your best interest at heart, what are you doing with him? Forget it in the relationship. But if you're in that relationship, just listen. It's gonna make your life a lot easier. He's gonna lead you in the right direction because he's logically and pragmatically thinking through scenarios which he's not showing his work in a sense because he don't need to because he already tabulated all the ifs and dans or whatever and he knows, hey, this is where we need to go and go with it and try it one time. If he's wrong, he's wrong, but give him a chance to lead you. A lot of times, women do not give the man a chance to lead. Where a man needs a woman is there when he's down. He needs a pick. He needs you to pick him up. He has a project that failed. He has a business that's on a break. He needs you to say, "Babe, I believe in you. Get up. I know you can do this. Let's go. Let's get this." That's all you need. Pick him up. He's gonna go get it. But a lot of time that happens, you know, that's the nurturing side of women, right? They need to. That's where the woman comes in at. But a lot of times, all that is crisscross, And sometimes when a man is trying to be a man, the woman doesn't allow a man to be a man. You never hear a situation where a woman is complaining the man is not letting a woman be a woman. It just doesn't happen because we're okay with you being in your femininity, but be okay with the man being in that masculinity.
nah, you have some very valid points, man. One thing I think is very interesting because I've heard women say, quote unquote, the man does not the particular man they're dealing with or men that approach them don't know how to lead. So then I question then how do you know they don't know how to lead? Like, do you have examples that you've went through that of a man that's led you? And if you had, then why you not with that man? So I don't know if not all women, but a lot of women know what leadership from a man looks like. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's different for everybody.
It,
So
it, it,
the way one man may lead in his relationship is a leadership style, but it may not be the one that resonates with you as the woman in the relationship.
that's true. That's a great point, man. Great point on that because every man leadership style is different. The way you as a woman may want to be led, that man may lead you differently. But you still going to the right destination. It may not be as authoritative and hey, get your some women like that. Hey, get your ass over here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Get your fuck wrong with you. Oh my God, he just told me what to do. They like that shit. Right? But there's some man that be like, hey, listen, very smooth. I think this is fresh. He's not as authoritative about it, but he's still leading you and telling you the right decision. But it's not the way you want to hear it, the way it feels. So it may seem like, oh, that he ain't leading me. It feels wrong because I want to be led this way. Now, if you want to be led this way, that's a conversation. But a lot of times those conversations are not had in, hey, I may want to be told this in this certain manner. And I think if you tell a man that, he may acquiesce to it, and then you guys may come to a common understanding to where you may feel he may change some things. He may feel like he's leading you the way you want to be led, and it's all semantics, man. Because at the end of the day, I think if a woman's with a man, he trusts that man to protect them and be there and be that supportive system. I think it's just common sense to where you're going to listen to him and be led. I mean, because it's pointless. Like, why are you with that person if you don't think he can lead you? That relationship should end immediately. From a man's standpoint, if you don't think that woman is in their femininity and can be a good mother and can be a great support system, why the hell are you with them?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I believe there's a lot of relationships that start up and the women go into it not necessarily believing that they will be led or wanting to be led. I guess just in it to be happy and in love and not necessarily looking for a man to quote unquote lead
That's true. That's true. Especially if a man starts in a relationship young and they don't know how to lead yet, and both parties are young. But when you come into your man years in your mid 30s and coming into your 40s, that's your man years. That's when you know fully who you are as a man. And you're not that person you were at 25 or 26 or 27, whatever. And you're in your mid 30s, like you're different. You see things different from a different lens. Like, yeah, you may still love that person, but the way you led or the way you were at that certain age and the way you want things ran changes. And a lot of times the man changes. A lot of times women say, oh, the women just change faster. No, a lot of times the man really changes faster than the woman when they get to those deep mid 30s to 40s. A lot of time that woman's still consistent in their mid 20s. The mindset. They haven't shifted yet. And
them.
the man is too late. So now the minds are different, man. The minds are different. It's completely different, and it's tough, bro. Hey, hey, life gonna keep lifing, man.
Life
Hey, we
don't
gotta
miss.
keep living. Life don't miss, man. Life gonna keep lifing. All we can do is keep living. That's it.
Facts. Facts. I think we got that in, man. Pause. Hustle gang. Appreciate y'all for the love. On the road to 500. 500 subscribers, please. That
Hey,
subscribe button, man. Help us out. And
that's not-
continue to support and we appreciate all the viewers and all the views and the comments and engagement. Be crazy sometimes. We love it all. Thank you for everything. So to the next episode. Catch y'all later. Thank you for watching High Value Hustle. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our content.